All right, private wealth management firms, over 100 million in AUM, thinking about compliance and wondering how to walk the seemingly fine line, how to interpret this new SEC marketing rule. Now, full disclosure, I am not a lawyer, although my father did practice law for many years and I grew up in a household focused on legal services. I'm not a lawyer, so this is just one digital marketer's interpretation and understanding of the SEC marketing rule. What is made clear by the new rule is that leveraging reviews and testimonials in promotions is admissible in certain scenarios so long as proper disclosures and notices are made. Now, what you'll find is that at the bottom of this disclosures, this compliance section here is I've listed a number of guides and additional resources, two from law firms like white papers on understanding these reviews, and then two articles from wealth management that saw a lot of traction lately. The first is called Don't Get Left Behind, basically admonishing firms who don't bother trying to solicit these types of reviews, which I side with the position on this article. If you don't take a proactive stance on building out your reviews and optimizing your profiles, then you do stand to be left behind. But then another article not long after that highlighted how the SEC reiterated the warnings on the marketing rule. So I want to share these articles, take a look at them, read through them. It's important to see both sides weigh in. And then in this one in particular, I want to highlight some of the experts that weigh in on this. And they are, I believe, not taking a full look at the picture. And so one of these individuals runs a platform. It's an advisory directory, and there's some technology that integrates with Google Business that allows firms to automate disclosures on that platform. And the truth is that modern review platforms give you all the tools that you need to do this out of the box. Every Google review that your review firm receives, you can make a reply to. And in the reply natively on the platform is where I propose that disclosure should be. Whether or not the review was solicited, a private wealth management firm being proactive here should make the appropriate disclosures covering everything that needs to be covered in the reply section on the native platform where the reviews were received. If you want to get advanced, yes, you can use tools like Wealth Tender and companies like my own. We have all kinds of tools that help us with this. So at Oxesis, we use something called reputation management, and we help our clients reply to all of the reviews. And you can use this and you can template out disclosures, and you can have it so that it's very easy to issue the responses to each and every individual review. But I will show you this is Google Business Profile. It's very easy to simply reply to a review. So as long as you're proactive, you have a plan, you have solid legal counsel, it's quite a simple matter to make sure that all of these reviews are replied to. Now, the next thing that I want to highlight, and this is probably a little bit tougher to find in these articles, but let's see if we do a quick search for performance. I believe that most of the industry's consternation is because we're trying to apply an investment advisory brain to a digital marketing problem. And the SEC as well is applying that brain. And so a lot of the new SEC marketing rule, talks about performance and accuracy as if the majority of the reviews that you're going to receive from clients are going to be like, firm X helped me achieve a 20% year over year return for the last 40 years. And the truth of the matter is that just isn't the type of reviews that people leave. The type of reviews that people leave are, my advisor's great, he's professional, he always has the time of day for me, we've developed a great relationship, the front desk staff is always nice, I feel like I'm well taken care of. Those are the types of reviews that actually build trust. So most of the industry has been obsessed about performance because at the end of the day, yes, performance really matters. But I'm going to be very clear and perhaps a bit controversial here, is that in terms of your brand goodwill and the feeling that younger generations get when presented with marketing from RIAs and private wealth management firms, I'm not dumb. I know the market is volatile. Frankly, I don't care about the performance. I care first and foremost about someone to service me who is principled, who has a code of conduct, who believes in and understands their fiduciary duty, and has my back. And no percentage metrics need to be presented in a review in order for me to get that sense. Now I'm going to show you something very interesting. There was a controversial podcast on Kitsy's recently with Tim Goodwin, the principal at Goodwin Investment Advisory, and he claimed that his business had been revolutionized by asking his 300 clients for Google reviews, and he got about a 50% conversion rate. It sounds like about 50% of them submitted a 5-star review. And so everybody's talking about performance and about how you don't want to misrepresent performance, and how if you put a testimonial with performance information in an advertisement, you've got to be very careful about it. Take a look at Goodwin's reviews. There's like no mention of performance. Nobody here is talking about numbers or metrics. First of all, because that's not first and foremost in a consumer or client's mind when seeking a professional service provider. And also, people don't want to talk about, nobody wants to put detailed information about their own personal wealth management. What they're happy to put is read these articles. They've been a trusted provider, very patient, so impressed at our time together, had the pleasure of a conversation. It's the human element. And so if you want to be a private wealth management firm who's going to leverage AI and robo and conversational intelligence and all these amazing high-tech things, you're also at the same time going to need to absolutely bring forth the human element of your firm, because that's what's going to drive clients to look for you. You're going to need to differentiate yourselves from the robo-advisors, the impersonal banks and financial giants, and it's your personal, professional touch and pedigree that's going to do it. So I would encourage you to view your reviews through that lens. I'm not saying you won't get any testimonials that include performance information. If you do get testimonials that do, you will have to respond to them accordingly in your disclosures. But my bet is that 99% or more of the reviews and testimonials that you get will not be about technicals. They will be about your firm's professionalism, soft skills, and the feeling that you evoke in your clients. And having that put front and center in your online presence is going to drive more interest, more conversion, and more growth than any technicals ever could. Thanks.